Welcome to Keith and the Girl. I'm Keith Malley.
I'm Hamda.
I just got a Charmander. All right, all right. Today's guest, ladies and gentlemen, let me tell you what she's been in first off. Laughs on Fox, the New York Times, the New Yorker, Nylon Magazine, sexy. Sara Armour, how are you?
I am fine, thank you.
Sara, you are a life coach as well as a comedian.
I am.
Right? And you take life coaching seriously?
Well, yes.
Right there, I would
very
question.
adamant.
Well,
yeah.
I mean, I guess.
Huh?
I guess I don't take anything too seriously.
Right, like a person's life.
Well, like I'm a life coach, but I'm not like a mental health professional. So, like, I do think I can be of service as a coach, but I don't think it's like a super serious job.
Can you give me a for instance? Like, what
For
did you
instance.
help somebody with?
For instance, if somebody is living in their parents' basement
Right.
and they want weekly accountability to help them find a place to live and find a job and just have a good attitude about the whole thing and laugh at themselves when they feel embarrassed or upset, that is my purpose. And I
So
work
people
with them.
call you and then you laugh at them and go, see how your life is funny?
Kind of.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the thing. So I'm not like a traditional. There's much higher certifications that you can get than I have, and I think a lot of people's criticism of coaching is that you can kind of just like put up a sign and be a life coach.
Right.
And I'm here to tell you that is true. So
So now let me ask you this, because your example was so specific, living in your mother's basement.
Right.
You live with your parents.
I currently do. I
Right.
currently do live with my parents,
Right.
You don't tell people that, right?
but well,
How do you think I know it?
Well, you didn't go to lifecoaching.com/Sara and find that, right?
well. You know, there's, first of all, just in general, there's a lot of educated omissions happening all over the place.
Okay.
But I do live with my parents, but there's sort of, I don't know if I told you the whole story, but it's also miraculous that I'm living with my parents because
Well,
it wasn't,
yes, the joy of the world.
well, I mean, there's many reasons. They're joyful, really good material, but also this was predicted by a psychic like 2 years ago, and
Look at her laughing at herself already.
I know I
Yeah,
feel so
yeah.
stupid. I'm an idiot. You
This
know,
is really funny. Okay, let me tell you how I kind of. This is the first time I'm officially meeting Sara, but I've seen her on stage before, and she's all this hippy dippy stuff, and she's got crystals in her bra, and she talks about it, and then every time she talks about something, she's like, "I know how stupid this is," and she like, there's a whole nother side of it where she just pokes fun of it for the same amount of time that she just explained that she really truly believes it.
well, that's the whole thing,
It's
right?
great.
That's I think that, and I think that's whether it's like spirituality or coaching or whatever it is that you're doing, that you are taking seriously, that you're doing with your time.
Right.
You know, you obviously have an element. You know, there's a certain amount of belief that's involved and required to do anything, to become a doctor, to become a lawyer. You actually have to take yourself seriously to that degree, right?
Do you have tarot cards on you right now?
I do have tarot cards. I'm actually sitting on them right now. They're propping my body up.
Is that true?
Yeah.
Do you like feel the spirits?
I mean, I feel the spirits constantly, but I also like love amphetamines and am stoned most of the time. So it's like, I don't know. Is it spirits? I don't know. I don't know. The bottom line is whatever works for you to get out of your parents' house or back in, if that's what the universe wants, then that's what you do. And,
How lucky for you. It's what they wanted.
well, that's the thing. So, I mean, I do think that part of why it's so funny is because a lot of the like spiritual woo-woo shit is sort of a way that you can
Justify anything.
lie to yourself, justify anything, live completely conscience free. And I think one of people that are close to me's biggest criticisms of me is like just a severe lack of shame. And I have shame. I've been shamed over my lack of shame by, it doesn't matter. But the point is that I understand that is an annoying and privileged way to live.
Do you? Can you break out the cards right now?
Yeah, I can.
Are you done warming them? We don't want to
Well,
take them out
I
before
like
they're
to,
ready.
the whole thing with spirituality is like it's kind of like DIY. It's like make it up yourself, right? So like if I was really going to be like, and it's all theater, right? So it's like, okay.
But
Yes, I've been sitting on the cards to warm them. That allows the angels to speak from the crown of my head through my body into my anus, I guess. And
But with that said, you do believe in it.
well, let's see, right? Let's find out. I mean, yes, of course. Well, I believe in.
If it turns out to be true, then yes, I
Right.
believe it.
I believe that you're going to make anything mean whatever you're going to make it mean. And so if you pull a card and if you're dying for
No, a card just fell out. Are you?
Oh, that was it. That's a sign. That must have been the card we need to see. Let's play that way, right? Okay, so here, we just made it up, right? But let's see, okay? Angels. We asked earlier, like, okay, we need guidance for this podcast. Like, what is the message that we need to know, all of us in this room together? Like, what is the message?
Some of the messages were emailed to you. I don't know if you read them.
I did not. I was 15 minutes late.
Yeah. In those 15 minutes.
Okay, so here's the card. Ready? So we have a woman. Can everyone see this?
Right. It's you running late to the subway.
Literally, this is going to be so fucking relevant. It's going to blow your mind. Okay. So this is IV, which I believe means 4 of what looks like cups. Am I right? Was I right?
Yes.
I get them wrong all the time, and I'm like, it was meant to be. I was supposed to read that card. Okay, so it's a really like open to all people kind of.
Are you looking at the instructions?
Yeah,
right now?
I don't memorize this shit. You think I'm a good student? That's what I'm saying. Like it's all like okay, so like very interesting, right? IV of cups. Okay,
Right.
Can I see the picture?
Yeah, please. If you want to talk about it a little bit.
Oh,
it's
great.
Very
okay.
important.
So this is sort of there's a person. This is like a zombie version of the cards, and they have three wine goblets, I guess.
Okay.
And one of them, they look like they just tossed over, even though there is still wine in that. So they look like, man, I don't even care about wine. And the moon is very specifically out, and there's a boat in the distance.
Right.
So they are on their balcony throwing wine.
That's her parents saying, "Get the fuck out."
Well, let's
or at least stop drinking all our wine.
Right.
let's find out what the angels believe.
Okay.
Okay.
Very interesting. 4 of Cups.
By the way, whether it comes to tarot card reading or life coaching, you charge less, right, than most people.
Well, it depends on the service. I would never charge for a tarot reading.
Okay.
I'm buying this shit to procrastinate, let's be honest.
Okay.
But, and maybe like steal some of their ideas to make like my own products or like make people laugh in some way. I mean,
This is why I love her. This is like this
I'm surviving, man.
urban
you know?
hippie. This is a movement.
Urban hippie, like trying to do the best we can and just have a nice day. And it's like anything goes. Okay.
Are there gems in your breast right now? In your bra?
There aren't in my fanny pack. The gems I have with me let me just show you because this is being videoed. If this was in my bra, just know it would ruin my day.
Okay.
That looks like it would hurt. If that was in your bra, it looks like that can come.
It would literally poke anyone I hugged. It would change the whole shape of my breast. This is not sexy. Sometimes I do have crystals in my bra.
Right. But more, it's more made for the outfit.
Well, it's more made for my psychosis of the day. So if I'm like neurotic and I need something to just say, okay, I'm going to infuse this crystal with the intention of confidence if I'm really nervous about a show. Then if I have that crystal and I'm like panicking backstage, like, I don't know.
Right.
At least there's this thing where I can be like, okay, I'm going to rub this. I'm going to, it's been in my bra. It's warm. I'm going to feel the energy. Like, okay, this is like something I can just use to physically bring me back to earth.
Do you ever take a crystal, like you're like, hey, I'm nervous about this show. Let me grab the crystal. And you're like, fuck, before I left the house, I didn't infuse it.
No, because I'm like, it's lying. You have to be like, whoa, the exact energy that this crystal is carrying is exactly what it's like a superhero cape. It's like if you put on the mask, then you're like, I'm fine, right? So it's kind of like a secret with yourself to be like, yeah, bitch, when you have your crystal in your pocket, like it's just a way to talk to yourself.
Right.
And now what is the 4 of Cups?
Okay, so this is very interesting. 4 of Cups, alone by the glow of the deviant moon.
Cancer.
I'm a Cancer. A maiden has locked herself onto her balcony.
Okay.
Dissatisfied with life's gifts, she apathetically tosses a golden cup into the sea.
Yeah, I'm with Keith on this one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, here we go. Upright meanings. Unhappiness
Your
in
parents
spite
are-
of success. Apathy. Disappointment in one's life.
Yep.
Boredom.
Well, isn't that anyone who's going to a tarot card reader?
100%.
I'm dissatisfied. I would like to know more things.
And, oh no, go ahead.
Do people ever say, hey, you're crazy? But what's even crazier is you kind of don't believe it. You know what I mean? At least a crazy person believes this stuff. You don't even believe it.
I don't think a crazy person, what is crazy?
Right. Who's to say?
That's my whole thing. It's like, what are we even talking about? That's why spirituality at the end of the day is worth coming back to, even if there's not a structure that you're necessarily comfortable with. I mean, I feel like I'm constantly experimenting with like, okay, what actually does make me feel like comfortable, surrendered, safe, fine, right? If it comes in the form of a tarot reading and I get a tarot reading and then I think, oh my God, that's right, I should move forward on my project fearlessly, or break up with the guy, or
help mom with dinner.
or I need to tell people I love them. You know,
Now, why did you move in with your parents? What happened?
Well, I moved in with my parents because I was on a lease. I was on a lease that
You wanted not to be on a lease.
No, I had a home, and the woman that I was living with, who I was subletting from, found a new apartment, and she had to move. It was very last minute, and I didn't have time to find a new place. But a month before she told me that she had to move, I had one of those, you know, when you wake up and you're like, oh, I know the answer to something. So I woke up one day, it was like early April, and I was like, I need to move home. Like, I need to move home. Or no, it was like maybe March. I'm like, I need to go home. I'm like,
I wouldn't wait. That would be a nightmare, and I would hope to wake up.
Oh, I didn't. Well, so I'm like, I have to move home. I just have this feeling this is like going to make a difference in my life, right?
Was it the first of the month? Because that's a stressful time.
I don't even remember. It was just like this.
Were you late with your rent that morning?
Well,
like, oh, I don't have to pay this.
Well, right. Like, yeah, it was after I paid rent, I was like, I'm moving home. Mm-hmm. No, it was like it just felt like that's what I was. I don't know. I just got this like feeling of like, just move home. But 2 years ago, when I first moved to the city, I had a call with a psychic who made some amazing predictions about my life.
How much does that cost?
This was a very expensive thing.
25 an hour.
Where do your parents live?
New Jersey. It was $240.
Oh.
It was New Jersey, and it was on the phone, and she's in California. Okay, so... But here's the thing. Okay, so she said...
Yeah.
She said, don't worry about it. You have a net.
No, one of the things that she's
said... She's acting like long distance is a thing anymore.
Well, right.
Well, she's all the way in California, so...
Yeah, but like energy goes through phone lines. I mean,
she had to realize that there's a time system in this universe. And then she had to compare and contrast LA time with New York time.
And then she had to, like, you know, read my energy through the phone. I don't know how that works, like, technology-wise. But I do know that she made a comment. There was a few crazy things that happened out of the call, but she made a comment, and she was like, if you really want your comedy career to blow up, you're going to have to move home. And at the time, I was really avoiding going home. My home is in a little bit of a state of disarray, but I was like, no fucking way. I'm back in New York. That's home enough, right? I'm from Jersey. Mm-hmm. And then I didn't go home. And then this one morning, I woke up in May, and I was like, oh, I see totally what she's saying. Because she was saying if you really want to reconnect with why you do comedy and why you perform and what this really means to you, go to where it started.
Right.
Well, it's just like go to where you learn to be funny.
Yeah, anyone would move in with their parents if it was like a nice situation.
Oh no, but it's not a nice situation. That's why I've been avoiding it. It's a nice situation. Like
her parents were at her show. And like going, yeah, like,
right.
Yeah, but like,
you're doing weird shit.
Yeah, I'm their only hope. So know that they just are so grateful to even have left the house that day. And we've been in like foreclosure court for 10 years. And like, there's an illegal doggy daycare being run out of my parents' house. So like, it's not like, yeah, I'm home. It's like, we're all like, I'm at a WeWork where nobody's getting paid. It's really actually very, very depressing. And our dog, it's a dog business, is the only thing that's keeping the family afloat, died of a stomach explosion.
This makes 50% sense.
I know. Trust
There's
me.
a lot of things that need to be filled in.
Okay, ask me anything. What do you need to know?
Let me see this next card.
Okay. This is okay. The first card was like a woman who's apathetic. Next,
I don't know why she has to be a woman because this looks like a dude to me.
Well, the way it usually goes, I always do first the card is the past. So that was the past. So I was apathetic, I was bored, ungrateful, successful, but I had nothing.
Then this monster is the 10 because X means 10.
Who knew?
Just so you know.
Okay. 10 of wands.
And they have a bunch of sticks in their hand. They're obviously hoarding it like, oh, instead of throwing the goddamn wine over the goddamn balcony, I could collect the things and leave my parents' house. This is a reading for you. Let's look at the next
Okay, so let's
thing.
find out. Okay, so this means, but the over one is, this means that it means oppression, having a burden to bear, but being able to handle it, overwhelming stress. So that is a little bit of 10. Where I'm at. I was 15 minutes late for this. That's what that one means. It's 15 minutes late for this. I'm trying to sell tickets to a show next week, and in general, in my life, while I am a life coach, and I'm a very good life coach, and I do take it seriously, you know, maybe don't hire my coach, but you know, just I agree. Okay, so let's find out what's in store for my future. That's how this is going to go.
Okay. This is how I played card games with my brothers.
Right.
Okay, so what is it? What is it? Oh my god. What is VI? What is VI? Oh my god, is it rape? Oh my god. I feel like I would be the okay, let's just
VI is 6.
Okay, 6.
Just for those playing sports.
Great.
This is called The Lovers. Wow, I misinterpreted that.
Wow. Well, it's that's maybe you needed to.
Well, he looks like he's,
locked in a passionate hold, 2 lovers embraced by a desert lake. The moon casts a hypnotic trance upon them. A snake injects them with venom, meaning love, passion, romance, harmony, union. So maybe that just means I need to just like keep my head down, keep fucking, and hope for the best.
Yeah.
You know, in the future, there is love.
All right, so focus on not dropping your wine,
Not dropping my wine,
bringing all the things that you need when you need them, and fucking your boyfriend.
and just getting the D.
That's good.
Are you dating?
I am dating.
How's it going?
It is very rewarding.
Yeah. Very rewarding. Yeah.
It is.
It's its own joy.
It is its own joy
To be loved is what is lovely.
to be loved and to love.
Right. Is he like, I can't keep coming over to this fucking doghouse.
No. He's also a comic.
Okay.
He loves dogs.
Okay.
I don't think he would come to the doghouse, not because of the dogs,
Okay.
but just because of, I would say, like general low vibrational energy.
Yeah. Or it's weird that you live with your parents and you're an adult.
Right. That's also New Jersey. You know,
Way of life.
it's like, why would you go there? If we
Where
had a
does he
pool-
live?
He lives in Astoria, and I mean, we've lived together on and off for many years, so it's like also kind of like I have his apartment and my parents' homes that I go back and forth between.
Which one's more excited that you're not paying rent?
Everyone would like me to be able to pay rent. No one is happy.
Well, speaking of your parents going to your shows, I see you posted this. My dad's watching me perform. Wait, what? My dad is texting while I'm performing. You're at Caroline's, and there's a picture of him.
Yeah, I thought it was really great of the photographer last show. He didn't know he was standing behind my father, but there's a whole series where you see him just texting.
Maybe he's texting you like, you weren't supposed to say that.
Well,
Right.
I didn't receive anything. And
Ixnay on the dog care, eh?
yeah, I mean, I think he had a few emails to send, and
Right.
you know, it was just who has service down there. He's a lucky man.
That's true. I didn't have service
You
down
don't
there.
have service. If he had service, then I'll power to him.
Did you ask him about it? Did he comment?
He did comment. What he said was,
I gotta catch them all.
no, he said that he had heard.
There's another comedian doing a set.
Well, I think that there was a set that was happening, right? I think there was one point in the show where the words "pussy" and "motherfuck" happened quite a bit. There was an astrology reading that it was great, but it was a little bit. I think it was a little bit much for Andrew Armour, and I think instead of he's just like I couldn't talk about pussy and motherfucking anymore. I just needed a break. And I'm like, you know what? You showed up. You bought a ticket. Thanks for being here.
This is some reading you're giving.
Yeah, I mean, I'm very, very deep. So
Right. If pussy motherfucker comes up, you got to deal with it.
look, everyone stops where they stop.
Right.
And if that's where he stops, if pussy motherfuck is a place where he gets triggered, then he can take a look up at that for himself. He can take a look at that. And, as long as he just shows up, it's probably better if he's not listening anyway. I hope to God he's not listening right now.
What's that top card? We'll see if he's listening.
Oh, my God. Is my dad listening?
It's the 4 of
Oh, my God.
headphones.
Upside down devil.
Yeah.
Holy moly. Holy moly. XV. What the hell is that?
Don't even look it up.
I don't even know what that is.
You know what that is.
Let's just say the dad is watching and he doesn't like it.
What? That's not upside down. I think you just have it upside
Well, it's
down.
right side down, so they have different meanings. So it's like right side up to you, but upside down to me. So it's like we have to just pick which.
So the devil's on my side. I see what you're
Right.
saying.
So like it just depends, who's doing the reading. It's very like make it up as you go along.
Yeah,
So
that's
it's
what I'm
like-
saying. That kind of is acting like she learned something.
She did. This is now how she'll do it forevermore. I just taught, is it I didn't mean to be a teacher just now, but it's like, what am I going to do? Deny my gifts? That's ridiculous.
Let me mention this. We added more content to our YouTube page. We now have full Keith and the Girl episodes on there.
I felt like you said like a Frenchman. Our YouTube page.
We have it's for any country. We have short clips from the show that our new apprentice Gabe put together. They're very funny. Take a look. Don't upset Gabe. He took the time. He worked hard on this. Gabe, come on over. Let's introduce people to our apprentice Gabe.
Hey, Gabe.
Gabe also, take a seat. And Gabe is going to explain to us how tarot works. Now, is she do you ever say I'm terrible? Is that a fun thing you guys say in your community?
I will now.
Right. You can have it.
You copyright that? Because I'm
Gabe, put on those headphones and do me a favor and explain Pokemon Go? Because you were hearing us talk about it on the show the other day.
Is this like the man tarot cards? Is this young boy tarot cards?
You don't follow Pokemon, do you?
I want
do
to say
you?
I was like a Pufflebot in
That's
8th grade, but that's all I know.
That's Harry Potter.
Great.
So, Gabe.
Hufflepuff, is that what you're trying to...
Hufflepuff.
Jigglypuff.
Jigglypuff. There we go.
Jigglypuff.
Okay, so talking
is
to the
Pokemon.
microphone, we're going to figure this out. And so Pokemon Go is the game that everybody is playing this, it seems. And
Everyone.
I'll tell you some stories how I'm running into people playing it. And it overlays your city, and you find different Pokemon. You said there's Pokemon in this room. Is that true?
I caught a Seadra, which is
Oh!
kind
STD?
of like no, it's a water Pokemon. I caught it on Danny's beard earlier today.
Look at that.
Yeah.
So he happens to be...
What are they doing when we're not looking?
What does that mean?
It means I guess you overlay the room, right? That you have the app, and then
It's like Google Maps.
It's like Google Maps,
Yeah.
and instead of a street, it'll show you the street, and it'll show you where this monster is that you collect in your phone. And so where Danny happened to be sitting is where a monster happened to be. So it is kind of weird to know that there can be a monster on my desk, and I don't know it.
Exactly.
Well, it's the same. I mean, it could be a demon.
Right? Could be anything. So are you winning, by the way?
No.
Okay.
I really am
You're
a
not-
beginner. I'm a novice. Yeah.
Okay. You're not catching too many?
I am. I've caught 92.
92.
92.
The game came out a week ago.
Yeah.
Huh. So you're doing pretty good.
I guess so.
All right. What's the best monster you collected? What are you most proud of? How old are you, by the way?
19.
19. Okay.
I caught a pincer, which is
Nice.
It's a really ugly bug.
Yeah, but it's good to have.
Yeah.
Is that water based or lightning bolt based?
No, it's bug based.
Oh, it is bug based.
It's bug based.
Right.
Yeah.
Now is this a level 1, whatever it was, or a level 2? Did you evolve?
So this Pokemon can evolve.
Okay. Some can, some can't.
Exactly.
Right. Pikachu can.
Pikachu can. Yes.
After this, we're going to ask you guys how the government works, and we'll see how many answers everybody has.
Pikachu, we all agree, is the best Pokemon.
I don't think so.
Ah,
Yeah.
controversial.
Very controversial.
No.
Charmander?
I've always been a water Pokemon person.
Get out.
Yeah.
So, and Pikachu, I mean, we know, but for those who don't, is what based?
It's electric.
It's
an
electric.
Pokemon.
Right.
Yeah.
Because you would see the cartoon. It's like, Pikachu! And lightning bolts come out, right?
That's exactly what he would do.
Yes.
Why aren't
Spot
there
on.
Pikachu tarot cards?
There are.
This is
I
your new
imagine there
venture.
are Pokemon tarot cards.
Yeah, of course.
Oh, man. I'm going to get some. I'm going to learn this shit.
Are you dating?
No.
Okay. Because that's good, because that would interfere with Pokemon
Exactly.
time, right?
Yeah.
All right. Now,
Took Tinder off my phone so I could have space for Pokemon Go.
could you share all your Pokemons with me, or did you give them up? Like, if I have them, do you not have them anymore?
I'm really not sure what the trading mechanic is.
Okay.
I feel like there's a way.
So what do you do?
I feel like he can tell you, but we're live now, so it'll...
Right. You have to find a Pokemon gym, right? Now,
Yeah, well, after we record this, we're gonna go outside and
You're gonna take Keith
downloaded
outside?
the app, and we're gonna.
first of all, you lost me on going outside. So you find certain areas, and that's where you could play against each other, right?
Okay, so some landmarks are pokey spots,
Right.
where you can collect items. Others are gyms.
Okay.
And you can, if it's an unassigned gym, you can just take it over, and then other people can come and try to take the gym from you.
No.
Essentially.
No, I'm keeping it.
Well, then you gotta have a strong Pokemon there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Can I let out all my Pokemon at once?
Like release them.
Yeah, like I would release that. I'd say I'm only bringing one in, and they bring one. But guess what? I lied.
This is more popular than fucking?
Yeah, it's more popular than Tinder. I'd flank them. You know what I mean? Like, you think you're just fighting one, but I'd have a Pokemon be going all fours behind you, and I'd push you over.
I think you can only fight one-on-one. But if you want to, write a letter to the Pokemon company.
I don't speak Asian. They're probably Asian, right?
Yeah, it's based in Japan.
Yeah. All right.
So
All
Asian
right.
is
Starting to
the
get it. So you can drive and collect Pokemon. That can be dangerous, right?
No, of course. I didn't even think that.
When
Yeah.
you collect Pokemon,
Where's your self-respect?
Where's your self-respect?
I want to be the very best. Self-improvement.
Do you sing like when you catch one? Do you go, gotta catch them all? If nobody's looking.
I have made like non-conscious noises like, oh my God.
Oh, nice.
Like when I see that one has appeared, because your phone vibrates to tell you that.
And you're bummed out like it's like your mom or something? You know what I mean? You're like, fuck, I thought it was a Pokemon.
No. Oh, like if it was a text?
Yeah,
instead?
yeah.
That has happened.
You should put it, can you set like a different ringer so that you know, hey, it's worth my time to look on the phone?
That is something that I could look into.
It's a thought.
Yeah.
Lyft is saying that they are seeing a surge in passenger drop-offs to places, to Pokemon gyms.
Yeah.
Including St. Patrick's Cathedral. These gyms can be anywhere. They are found at publicly accessible places. That includes historical markers, public art installations, museum monuments. However, these museums and monuments are now telling people, please respect. This is, for example, no exaggeration, the Holocaust Museum and Arlington Cemetery, the cemetery for soldiers, has to say, hey, can you not gym it up over here? I don't know why we're on the fucking list, but it's a little disrespectful to be carrying your phone in a Nazi museum.
One of my friends is interning in D.C., and he was around the Holocaust Museum, and he caught a coughing, it's like a poison Pokemon that's like emitting gas.
Right. He's gas-based.
Yeah.
Right.
So it was just a little weird.
Yeah, here's one. There's the Holocaust site.
That's the one that's in the picture is
And
exactly the one that he found.
And it's like a sky. Looks like he's made out of smoke. There's smoke around him. He has a skull and crossbones on his chest.
Here's the thing, you guys. He's not there. This is not who we're mad at the person fucking busy on their phone in the Holocaust Museum playing Pokemon.
No, I'm mad at the
There's not actual Pokemon in the Holocaust Museum.
I don't know. You don't find it creepy?
Do you see what I'm saying?
There's a Pokemon behind you. You don't even know it. That doesn't wig you out. I don't like it. They should have asked me, hey.
It could be something else wigging you out in that museum.
Japan should call me up, say, hey, we put some Pokemon in your house.
Well, it's not them.
Japan's not very social.
They based the game off of another game that they bought the rights to that essentially made markers on Google Maps for art installations or public places, historical landmarks.
What dick was like, yeah, let's bring them to the Arlington Cemetery and get them on their phone?
Well, in the game that they based this off of, that was just a marker because they just made markers on a map. And then they said, we'll just take all these markers and turn these into Poke spots or something.
No, I get it, but you can, when you're going into a Holocaust museum, you could stop looking for Pokemon.
But if it's right
with
there,
your own,
it's right there,
and then you're the one taking a screen cap, and then you're the one posting it on social media, going, "How dare you put Pokemon where I'm going? But I'm trying to be respectful to Jews and not to Nazis. You made me a Nazi today." I don't know how to control myself. I'm an idiot. Report this. And then it's in the goddamn newspaper.
Maybe Trump's involved. Maybe he's like, let's just make everything sacrilege and put Pokemon everywhere meaningful.
Yeah, let's make everything stupid.
Yeah, let's just destroy the brains of Americans.
I did catch a Pokemon next to Trump Tower yesterday.
Not a coincidence.
I did.
Not a coincidence.
Yeah, a lot of mausoleums happen to be these Pokemon gyms.
This is going to make people catch each other cheating. Wait until that starts coming out. Like, how'd you get these Pokemon if you weren't at so-and-so's house at 5 o'clock yesterday?
Right.
Huh? You're showing off about your Pokemon, but I know who lives there.
It's like
I know who's by the Trump building. Gabriel.
Whoa.
Yeah, hey, why don't you add this Charmander to your phone? Oh, you already have it. That's interesting.
So interesting.
I thought we weren't here ever.
Yeah. That's funny. So when the waiter was like, "Oh, is this the same girl?" and you were like, "This isn't the same guy," and he never seen you before. Pokemon has seen you before. Pokemon knows where you are. Interesting.
You ever get a Squirtle?
By the way,
Yes.
that all of my characters just then, they were men.
No, I got
Just so-
that.
Thank you.
No, I
Right.
was that was
Sarah, I
great.
feel, we're on the same wavelength.
No
I'm
words
just
needed.
talking to the others.
I'm with you.
Okay, you did collect a Squirtle.
Yes. Yeah, that was you get to choose. You can choose a Squirtle right at the beginning.
Yes, I would.
Shut your fucking face. What does that mean?
Why does nobody
Please
tell
don't explain it to me.
Why does nobody tell us that? I'm reading 17 articles. Nobody's telling me I can start with a Squirtle.
Yeah, that's
something.
it's
you
like
should
one
say.
of the original starter Pokemon.
Yeah, duh.
Well, why didn't anyone tell us acid was so much goddamn fun? They're trying to hide these things from us.
There's 4 basic starters, right?
Three.
Three, right.
He was testing you.
I got the advanced. I'll play when there's 4 starters.
Some people have like
You're the
shown
fifth
that you
man.
can get a Pikachu at the beginning too, but I don't know. How that works.
Pikachu at the beginning. Right.
Breaking the system.
Yeah, that's probably in-app cheaters.
Definitely.
Do you pay extra to do anything?
You don't have to
special?
answer that, buddy.
I have not done any in-app purchases.
Yeah, what is it? Like your circle would be bigger? You'd find out more Pokemons?
You can get more Pokeballs. You can
These are words.
get items that will make more Pokemon come towards you. And I don't know what the other items are.
Okay.
All right. You know what? You passed the test. Good for you for not knowing any more words than you already did.
Well, all I learned actually is that we need more work for you to do. And thank you very much, Kate.
I think there's a Pokemon reform to be had. We need to fight for our nation's sacred spaces.
Nah, I'm busy. But thank you.
I'll delegate.
Gabe, you're doing a great job. He's posting, again, we said it before, he's posting some clips from certain Keith and the Girl shows, and he's adding pictures and things for it. YouTube.com/Keith and the Girl.
A total of 33 people overdosed on K2 on Tuesday. It's synthetic marijuana. People are saying the street all of a sudden looked like a zombie scene. 33 fucked up people. People started collapsing around 9:30 a.m. on the sidewalk and subway platforms around Broadway and Myrtle Avenue.
What is synthetic marijuana like? Does it look like marijuana? Can you be tricked?
Gabe?
Danny? Race, go. Danny, what?
It's chemicals sprayed on dry leaves.
Yeah.
Oh, I see. So it could be oregano.
It
Or
gets you high, it just fucks you up bad because it's not
Does-
regulated.
Yeah.
So does it look like marijuana?
Yes.
So I could be smoking it going, oh, I'm just getting normal high, and then I turn into a zombie. That's great, you guys. Good job, everybody.
Never take the first hit.
people start falling down and vomiting, and one guy's puking and takes his pants off because he's shitting himself. I would really think it's a flash mob. I wouldn't help anybody. I'm like, all of you at once?
You're like, very funny.
Right. Did
Very
you
funny,
all,
New York.
Right. You all took it at once? One man appeared to have a breakdown in front of 920 Broadway on Tuesday afternoon, shaking violently and screaming, "It's burning me."
Yikes. Wow.
Oh, my God.
The drug is believed to have come from Big Boy Deli at 928 Broadway, if you're curious. They also have 5 Pokemons right around the building.
But don't let that distract you.
A police source called them the sole distributor of the drug in the area.
Wow.
I know some of these fake bodegas, where it's like
Everything's dusty.
everything's dusty, everything's warm. It's not like
They're wondering why you're there.
you buy something, everything's expired. You buy something, they look at you like you're a freak.
Like you're wasting their time.
Right.
Like, oh, you got to buy something. That means I have to make up a price. Oh, and that brings me to nothing's the same price every time unless you go, this is $1, right? And then they're like, I guess that's what we said last time.
A deli worker said he didn't know why people were overdosing near his shop, but neighbors say it's because you're the one selling the K2, you asshole.
It's like you smelt it, you dealt it, dude.
Since this last week, the police are coming every day and the people are still smoking. The sad thing is the police know where they're selling it, but they can't raid it every day. They raid that store once a month.
Wow.
So they find it.
Wait, but you can't close down a store that's not doing store things
They
that
make
they said?
great sandwiches. Hey, while I'm here, give me all
Chicken
your
parm is a chicken parm.
give me all your K2, and I'll take a salad with. Yeah. I'm just a man laid curled up on the sidewalk, vomiting with his pants pulled down. Another man looked like he was sleepwalking as cops tried to coax him into an ambulance. This way for more drugs.
I'm just unclear. Do people think they're buying K2 or do they think they're buying weed and then they're like, oh no.
They think they're buying weed. No.
No, I disagree.
They think they're buying K2?
If you're going
Okay.
there every month.
Because
yeah.
I've heard of this, people smoking synthetic weed. I didn't know that that's what it meant, but I've heard of people smoking synthetic weed and then it just, people go into seizures. It really, it fucks you up and it's just like a very, sort of heavy, it's like a heavy chemical drug experience. Right. It doesn't seem to have any redeeming qualities, though, which is why I'm not clear why people are buying it.
Right. I think it's just sometimes people just want to try the new thing before it's not a new thing or something.
Sometimes addicts are having sex on the sidewalk. They don't care. So somebody lives in the area. They do it right in front of the kids.
You're kidding me.
Yeah.
So this drug makes you either have physical breakdowns or
Hard
just
as a rock.
fuck wherever?
There's always a lot of stuff going on out here. 2 or 3 people have been stabbed.
What?
They rob delivery people at night, break windows. It's really dangerous at night.
Wait a minute. The cops know and they just keep citing them? What are they?
The city health department said it had recorded a spike in K2-related emergency room visits.
Is this going to be a new porn category, like K2 outside, amateur,
I don't know what a
amateurs fuck in front of family, or
right. I don't know what a package is, but you can get it for like $5 or $7 for a package. So they're saying that's very cheap.
Yeah,
Oh,
Danny's,
great.
Danny's saying it's way cheaper than regular pot. And he's saying that they do know that it's K2. They're not being tricked.
so then the upside is what? Just like either extreme horniness and there's a risk of dying.
I don't.
Right.
Yeah, extreme horniness in a different situation might seem like something I want to get into.
Fine,
but-
totally down, right? But like do something else.
But who you fucking? One guy's puking on himself.
Right,
Another
right.
one's...
Right, what a risk.
Mayor de Blasio signed a bill in October making it a crime to produce K2, punishable by up to a year in jail and fines totaling $55,000. Meanwhile, this store is still around, though.
Yeah, so I don't get it.
Yeah. Hey, what's going on? How you doing, Michael?
Hey, well, I think I just FaceTimed you.
Okay, you looking good.
Thank you. Okay, so one of the things with this drug is it sounds just like moonshine when alcohol was illegal. So when you had alcohol illegal, people were making their own stuff. They're coming up with different ways to get high. You don't know what you're getting. You don't know how much you're getting. You're just drinking it, and you wake up blind, or worse, you could die. This is why we need legal drugs. So we know what's going on in our country.
Legislation, right? Legislation.
Legislation. Let's go vote. None of this silly stuff on the street.
Right?
Stop playing around, kids, and be adults and vote. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I've been on the forums, and I'm getting a lot of good info from people. They're giving me good information. Campaign Zero, apparently, that was given to me months ago. I should have been aware of that. For those who don't know,
Mike,
Black Lives Matter.
They do matter, you know. So he's learned that Black Lives Matter.
This is my brother Michael, and he and I got into it a couple times recently about because I went to protest, and he says protests are bullshit, and basically that sums it up. And then we go back and forth like idiots, and then the forum starts to school him because I'm tired. Because you only know but so much information, and he's not. Anyway, so they're giving him more information about other groups and where everything's coming from and why it's important.
Do you own a Squirtle?
You know what that is? Oh, is that the Pokemon stuff?
Yes.
I haven't even touched that yet. I'm so worried about. I'm less worried about getting addicted to coke or heroin than I am to that game.
Right. Yeah. I'm not nervous about being addicted because, like we said, it seems like most of the action you have to go outside. So unless they're all in my house.
Yeah, I was thinking, because they told me today when I came in, I heard that you had already downloaded it. And I was like, yeah, but he only goes outside for a minute. But then I was like, oh, you walk your dog. And then I found out that people are walking their dogs so much more.
Dogs are dying.
Their dogs are actually getting sick of being walked. They're exhausted because their owners are just looking for Pokemon for too long.
Well, I feel like if you were going to be someone that, no offense, but if you're going to be someone that's going to invest a lot of time and energy in having Pokemon, if you're also going to have a dog, it would probably be like a dog that's not an active, I would feel like you're not having a yellow lab and then like playing Pokemon. It's like you have an overweight, a dog that doesn't require anything, an overweight bulldog. And, you didn't sign up for a life of outdoors. But then you're like, but Pokemon is outdoors now.
Right.
Come on, Henry. And Henry's like, no. You see people pulling the bolt. No.
You're saying Henry probably looks like a Pokemon himself.
Yeah, this was an indoor guy with an indoor dog. And all of a sudden, Pokemon's asking you to leave the house. And everybody is feeling the repercussions.
You know what? She is a psychic or something, whatever you call these people.
She's just like connected.
No, because my husband's dog, its name was Henry. And I think he was part, what did you say?
Pikachu.
Bulldog. Bulldog.
I think he was part bulldog.
He was lazy.
Sure. Either that or he was part pit, but they're all.
You believe in that stuff, tarot reading?
No, but I like her attitude about it. Let's
Right.
just connect what we want to connect, feel good about what we want to feel good about, even if we're making it up because it's all fake anyway.
Is your husband an
So-
alien? No joke.
Oh yeah, totally.
See,
I've been saying
want to
that.
drop.
I know. What's that, Michael?
I just want to say one more thing before I drop off. That I'm not against protests. Protests do make sense. I just don't like pointless protests or counterproductive protests, like
Right.
shutting down a freeway, or just saying end racism. How do you end racism?
And
Okay,
I
everybody
say
end racism.
and I
Thanks.
say that's what led you to even look for the information. And it's if they didn't stop traffic and if they didn't piss people off, not this many people would be looking for information. The press wouldn't be interested in it, and people wouldn't get pushed to be like, well, if these guys are gonna fuck with our lives, what the fuck do they want?
Okay, Michael. That's
I
something.
disagree, but we'll take it to the forums.
All right. Phew, good. As long as I don't have to hear it. Okay. Take care.
But
What a beautiful example, though, of growth and how
Mm-hmm.
different opinions create new experiences for the future, right? Like
mm-hmm.
these disagreements are what makes America
Mom,
so
shut up.
interesting.
I'm gonna look at a tarot card here. See, Michael. Car crash.
Oh, it's shut the fuck up. Oh, that's great. Oh, I love that card. Yeah, get that a lot.
Lena Dunham is upset about the Jason Bourne ads, the posters.
Oh, I saw that.
Where Jason Bourne has a gun, and she retweeted somebody that takes a box cutter, cuts out the gun in the poster, so you see him holding a gun shape, you know. I mean, they're not even making him holding a dick or something
She
clever.
turned it into interpretive art.
Right. So they cut out the gun, and somebody said, I'm sick of these guns. And she says, this is a good idea. Let's go. Hey, New Yorkers, what if we do some peeling and get rid of the guns in the Jason Bourne subway ads? So tired of guns.
Seems like a personal attack on the producers of the. I would look into who
Right.
did not want to give Lena money at the beginning of her career. It seems maybe personal to the Jason Bourne franchise. As a BU alum, it's a BU produced. I think they're BU guys. I just would like to know who hurt her. There's lots of guns.
Right. There's guns and posters all over the place.
Maybe we leave Matt out of it. I mean, he's kind of been an ally, I would say, for the right causes. Let's maybe people can go to the movie, but then let's talk about maybe Matt's not to blame for.
Also, fuck with the ads. Who gives a shit? Why do I have to watch all these ads constantly? I already paid to get into this thing. I don't care. Mess with the ads. Put a dick on it. Then what happens?
I mean, honestly, if she hung dicks off of the guns, if there was more of an art project out of
Right.
it, I don't know. This is just I'm not a professional protester or social change activist, but it may garner even more attention.
Right. I do not mind seeing dicks in all these actors and actresses' mouths.
I think
on
it's
the
great.
subway. I think it's fantastic.
I think it's adorable.
It's art that I get.
it's how you know you've made it.
100%. I can't wait to have a dick on my face, not at a party.
Dear Keith and Kenda, as a longtime listener, I have to believe that this is one of Keith's favorite kind of emails. Ready? It's an apology.
Oh,
I love them.
that's great.
First, I'm male, 27, sober, and I give an alcohol-infused shit about this email. I recently signed up to Keith and the Girl VIP, and holy shit, there's so much awesome on the other side. Danny is an adventure. Look at that, Danny. I think that's good.
Well, that's a nice compliment.
Yeah, it's good.
Despite
Love the show.
it says, despite his horrible attitude.
I don't think it said that.
Keith is a drunk mad scientist. I'll tell you more about that. Kenda is a witch who drinks information.
She's a witch, as we're saying.
The bonus episodes, the app. Where have I been? Have you been selling this well? There is no way you could be selling this well because I would have signed up years ago.
It doesn't seem like the right way to apologize. But
Wait, I feel like this apology has taken a wrong turn. Dear Keith and Kenda. I think that's how you start over. Dear Keith and Kenda, take two. You could have hit backspace. I'm sorry for waiting so long to support the show. I am now a proud Keith and the Girl VIP member. Thanks for everything you do, Todd.
He wanted to get in his digs first and then apologize.
Right. That was totally out of line. Dear Keith and Kenda. Now, I just recorded last night a My Name is Keith with Jay Nog. Kenda, of course, has What's My Name? It's a serious show. It deals with the issues. And mine is My Name is Keith, and I get the guests drunk. We're both drunk, and I yell questions at them anytime they get a little slow, from drinking. It's understood that I'm allowed to yell at them the next question. So,
and then his pictures are horrifying the next day.
Oh, great.
I'm so uncomfortable with the pictures he sends me.
What a safe space to create for August.
I try.
That's great.
You know what? I see it mostly for guys. The show's done, and he starts texting his fiance, and I go right, and I like that you're laughing because I go, don't play yourself. Whatever your rating is like, I'll be home later than I thought. I'm so sorry. I fucked up. You're right. They drink a lot. Just let it go. I know, like, he's just making it worse for himself. I'm just showing some pictures.
These people are getting, like, blackout drunk.
Do you see that? That is so disgusting.
So it ends up, J-Nog ends up puking in the toilet for a while. Then
I can't believe he reached the toilet. I'm going to give him props for that.
Then tries to go outside. Well, he wouldn't move from it for a good hour. These shows are so fucking exhausting because I got to wait hours for these people to see if they're alive. Yeah, I mean, get the fuck out. So I call an Uber. We start walking him out. He's like moving around like a fucking pinball game in this room, right? And we get to the outside, and it happens to be a female driver, and she says, "You're coming with him, right?" And I go, "No, just him." She goes, "You're coming, right?" And I go, "No, just him, but I gave you the address and everything." She goes, "No, I can't."
I don't blame her.
Yeah, I didn't either.
Yeah, he could ruin her car.
Yeah.
Right. So then I go, "We can go back in. We'll try an Uber later." He's like, "We're already here now." So he sits on the sidewalk, not a stoop, the sidewalk. I'm like, "We can sit on the stoop." He's like, "Yeah, but that's 2 feet over there." You know? So he sits down. We're there for a while. He's throwing up in between his legs. And then this big burly guy, big beard, walks over and he goes, "You guys playing Pokemon?"
Nuh-uh.
True story.
Oh, my God.
And then this is how I know the word Squirtle. He goes, because I go, "No." And he goes, "Okay, but if you are," like I'm lying. "If you are, though, there's a Squirtle right up the street."
Whoa.
I'm like,
No.
"Okay, thanks, yeah." And then a couple passes us, and J-Nog yells back, "You playing Pokemon?"
Nuh-uh.
Pokemon's really bringing people together,
Oh,
though.
yeah.
Yeah.
That's what it's doing.
Bringing people outside and talking to strangers. What a shift.
We need
Holy
more.
shit.
Right.
But Keith goes, yeah, these shows are exhausting. Everyone is like so drunk afterwards. I'm like, yeah, on my shows, everyone's crying afterwards. You think they just go, "Thanks, that was fun. Thanks for letting me tell you about my rape.
Oh, my God.
See you later. I'm a comic."
Yeah, and I'm really exposed. LOL.
Yeah.
LOL.
A lot of times we hang out. I have brought weed into this studio so that afterwards I could be like, "Would you like some of this?" And they're like, "Yes."
That's so, yeah.
Yeah, just to like fucking come down.
Yeah, kind of gets deep.
That's cool. I'm deep. I don't mean to be, but
Right.
I get that. I love pain and I love weed. So I feel like I would come watch that.
Oh my God,
for fun.
BFFs.
I'm a life coach. I just want to talk about people's problems.
This is like my sister who's blonde somehow.
Oh, it's dye. It was an accidental dye job. I'm not a blonde.
Oh, this is my sister who knows how dye works.
Yeah. No, I just have a stylist who I love, and I'm just like, do whatever you want. And then I ended up blonde. Like, oh, well, okay.
Her stylist
Summer hair.
is in California, works on her over the phone.
This was all done over the phone. Unbelievable stuff, though. Technology is incredible.
So I text Danny, Michael, Maricela, and I think I'm texting Hemda, but J-Nog's right there. So I type in Jay, and he's on this list of pictures of him fucked up in real time. So I'm thinking,
You like trolled Jay, but like brought other people into the.
yeah, but I didn't mean to.
It's like bullying, but like not in purpose.
I'm thinking, okay, he's right there puking. The phone's on the side of him. Think I can break into his phone and delete it without him knowing?
I love that thought.
And then I'm like, that's too much. I think I'm just act like it's deliberate. And
How'd you
That's
do?
life coaching. You would say go with the flow.
like Danny would say something, and nobody was out
Least
of line.
resistance.
Right. Danny, right. I'm like, what if do I have to break his phone forever? And so Danny said something, and when I realized it, and then I'm like, oh yeah, so true. And Jay knows. I mean, he's on the list. And they're-
Smooth, Keith.
right? And they're like,
Couldn't have come up with a better thing.
it was good.
Just owning it.
Yeah. What would you have done?
I would have cried. What do you
Right.
think I would have done? I would have smoked more weed.
I would have been like, LOL, Jay, these pics are going to be so funny tomorrow. Hope you feel
Exactly.
better. Love you so much. Sending you
Right.
love and light.
I would have called Sarah, my new
Right.
life coach.
Coach Sarah, we need you. There's a drunk man on the street with pictures of himself.
It's Jay's fault. These people, yes, we drink a lot, but there's going to be problems if you drink straight alcohol. He's drinking vodka without a mix. I go, do you want to mix with that? He's like, well, only for what? It tastes a little better for a little bit. It tastes a lot better for a lot bit.
I see what he's saying, though.
You know,
Like, let's
these,
just get to what we're supposed to feel.
I mean, I'm a shot taker, but I also get that if I'm being recorded, you might want to like pace yourself.
I mean, yes, mixing is something. They call it signature cocktails. Our signature cocktail, straight vodka.
Was he speaking okay at the end?
You can tell him getting drunk, and then he's getting drunk, and the show ends abruptly. There's no really goodbye. I thought he was going to come back from
As most drunk nights end up.
Right.
How did we end this? I have no idea.
Ghosted.
How did I get home?
Ended all of a sudden by talking about his suicidal friend, his friend that killed himself 17
great.
years ago.
That's nice.
Jesus.
Send him to him to show.
Right.
This is all cross promotion. This is brilliant, you guys. 11 years is not a fucking fluke, okay? This is the kind of large thinking that I'm interested in.
Thank you. All right, let me mention this. SaraArmour.com. That's the website.
It's my website.
Sarah, S-A-R-A. Armour, A-R-M-O-U-R. All right. It's also Sara Armour on Twitter, Instagram, Snapchat, right?
Oh, yeah.
You know all the things. When there's a new social media thing, like Snapchat, for instance, are you like, yeah, you can do fun things? There's like, God damn, another one?
Honestly, I am, I like to think of myself as a nonconformist, but I hate, I don't hate, but like Snapchat, while I can absolutely spend hours putting filters on my face, what a pleasure.
I'm a strawberry.
I mean,
Yeah,
was that the best day?
classic.
And it was a strawberry full moon. Not a coincidence. And I had a show. All I knew about it was that it was a strawberry full moon. I thought, wow, this is God. Okay.
Yeah.
But so, while I think that's great, I think there's this weird trend right now, like in creativity. So like, Snapchat filters, and we're all sharing them, and we're like, I'm so creative, I'm so funny, I'm so cool. But actually, like, they were just there for you, and it's like paint by numbers, like coloring books for healing, coloring books for creativity. It's like there's nothing less creative than coloring. Coloring. What would be creative would be to like put things together that didn't exist before and combine them. But like coloring in the tree isn't actually like, I'm so creative. Like, what did Bieber posted? Like a color, he like colored something in the other day, and it was like took 4 hours, and he like posted it like it was some masterpiece, and like sure, it was like really fine, like I'm glad that he
Now, if we're going to
has
switch
hands.
that, 4 hours of Justin Bieber looking down is probably a positive thing.
100%. I'm not saying
Yeah.
there's no merits or benefits to
For the
like,
rest of us.
coloring for
Yes.
adults. I
Yeah.
do think coloring for adults is great, but it's like it's not like I'm going to express my creativity by coloring. It's like it's actually more of an escape. It's also an escape. Snapchat's also an escape. It's not like I'm thinking about how to be creative. I mean, there are people that are doing it really funny and that do it really funny, but for the most part, I'm so bad at technology anyway. I avoid anything unless I am going to get something out of it immediately or like it's been assigned to me.
So listen, Twitter, Instagram, Snapchat, she's there.
I'm there.
It's been
Snapchat, I'm barely there, but I do like to watch what you all are doing because again, after a certain hour, everyone's drunk, and so I like to see it right before. Like if you look at 7 a.m., it's all gone, but if you look at 4 a.m., people have not deleted what should be deleted. So there's a lot of fun in that.
And you have a show
arena.
coming up in a week, right?
Yeah, I have a show on July 20th, which is also my 30th birthday. And
happy birthday.
Thank you. It's at Caroline's. There is a pre-show, just like party. We're gonna have like a pregame. We're going to.
Cotton candy machine.
We have a cotton candy machine. We have an astrologer. We have a
DJ.
We're just gonna get crunk. We're gonna have drink specials and just like get a little drunk, and then we're gonna have a moonual.
So show up. What the fuck is a moonual?
So a moonual.
This is the thing that I went to that I saw her in.
So it's a full moon comedy ritual. So it's a comedy show, but it's sort of celebrating the full moon and celebrating this
It's a
sort of
comedy
weird
show,
world
and
of
they do
spirituality.
They do hippie dippy shit in between some comedy stuff.
Okay.
So like there was an astrologer last show. We did like a drum circle.
Does there have to be a full moon? Like you check a farmer's almanac to when to schedule your shows?
Well, the full moon, yes.
Okay.
The full moon, for many reasons. I mean, I've tried to do a lot of different shows. I actually hate producing shows, but a lot of times in comedy you have to like kind of just put yourself on. Like if I make a show, then I have stage time. So, and Caroline's has been very, very generous to me. So I thought, okay, well, I have this stage that I can use, and why would people come to a show? I'm not quite at the point yet where I'm like, come to the Sara show. It's like, who the fuck am I?
Right. But
My material's excellent, but
come and see the moon.
if there's actually value to it, so it's not just a comedy show, but it's also sort of an unofficial practice in tuning in and noticing if you come every month, once a month, you're coming into the Full Moon Show, which is a show for release. We have worksheets that people can fill out if they want to, which is just asking questions about like what worked about this month, what didn't, what do I need to forgive myself for, what do I...
Yeah, I was at one of these shows. They passed out coloring books.
We have a coloring book coming to the show, actually. We're doing like a we're making a comedy coloring book.
And you don't have to be creative because they don't expect that of
Right.
coloring.
No, it's just meant to be an intention. So it's like it'll be like if you color this in, you will be abundant as fuck. And it's just like it's something that's really light and fun, and that can be an escape for people. But that also just has people practicing, noticing, just sort of natural symbols of light and natural symbols of natural places where you can use to give yourself milestones, give yourself checkpoints.
And there'll be Pokemon there for sure because let's face it, it's Caroline's. Go to carolines.com, the Moonual, July 20th. And I went there last time. It's super fun.
Thanks.
Come over and have a drink and just watch.
Yeah, you don't
the
even
awesome
have
show.
to come if you want. We can just party first. So from 5:30 to 7:30 it'll be a happy hour, and then we would hope that you're drunk enough to then come to the show. So if you need a little push, just come drink with us first, and then you'll be in.
There you go. Synthetic marijuana will be on hand.
It's like synthetic marketing.
Right. Thank you, Sarah. Very nice meeting you.
So nice meeting you. Thank you.